important part of a job interview that a lot of people don't know about and may not know how to use wisely. A verbal cushion. Our career expert Randy Woods here to talk about that. A verbal cushion. What are we talking about?
Verbal cushion is, by definition, it's something that you would say or do that will put a little space between your question to me and my answer back to you.
Give me an example, because I have not heard of this, and I'm kind of curious on how it works.
People can use it in everyday speech. You can use it during interviews. Let's say you ask me a difficult question. You say, Randy, what kind of money do you expect to make in this position?
Randy, nice of you to come in. What kind of money do you expect to make in this situation?
A cushion would be words to the effect of, I think like anybody, I'd look to be paid based on my experience, based on the job requirements. What sort of range did you have in mind?
You know, what were you doing? You weren't deflecting the question. You were, do you buy yourself a little time?
You do. It shows respect for the question. I mean, if you said, Randy, where are you going to go for Thanksgiving?
Randy, where are you going to go for Thanksgiving?
And I say, Cindy, what did you have for breakfast today?
You just deflected the question.
No, I ignored you totally, and that's rude. And in our culture, it's rude also to answer a question with a question. If you say, what money do you expect to make?
Well, what do you think?
And I say, what are you paying?
Yeah.
That's rude. I can't do that. So a cushion puts some space in there. It's conversational tone.
Okay, so is it necessarily for the tough question? Is that when you'd use it? When they ask that, that difficult question?
Here's another example. Somebody says to you, and maybe you don't know what the job entails exactly, and you're kind of early on.
First interview. Yeah.
And they say to you, do you prefer to work by yourself or as part of a team? Now, you may have a preference.
But whatever you say may get you closer on the job or knock you out of the job right away. Yeah.
So a cushion would be to say, well, I have skills that fall in both areas, and I feel I can adapt well to any situation.
Okay.
Could you tell me what you're looking for?
There you go.
And you turn it back. You've got to watch this. And if you watch on TV or you see news clips, you see a lot of times politicians use these too often, and they come across as evasive. So you've got to be cautious and judicious about how you use them. Use them on the tough questions, not just simple questions.
I think it almost comes across as being part of a good conversation. If you're a good talker and you have a good conversation with somebody, you use those skills during that job interview. You come across as a good communicator.
Yeah, and just to take it in real life, let's say somebody says, Brad, what do you have going on Saturday afternoon?
I have to ask my wife.
That's the cushion. You turn around and say...
Oh, okay. I do.
The social German. But if you came out and said, Randy, I'm really, really busy. I've got this, and this going on, I'm going to say, that's too bad. Brad, listen, I had a couple of tickets.
Tickets to the big game.
Yeah, or if you say, no, I'm pretty open. I'm saying, hey, listen, we need some buddies to help move this. I've got a friend relocating.
Yeah, you got to help move this market.
So you got to watch that.
So it's almost, buy you a little time, figure out where the situation is going to lead from there. Is this something that you should rehearse if you're going in for an interview? Maybe rehearse your questions with someone?
In general, yes, but you can't anticipate everything. I think it's a mindset that says when you're put on the spot, is it in your best interest to answer that question directly right then and now? And if it isn't, toss something in there. Even humor could be, you said I have to ask my wife. That's humor. Anything, even the word well.
I was serious about that. Hey, real quickly.
You and me both.
Really, you've got an event coming up?
We do tonight. Pinedale Christian Church on Peters Creek in Winston. I do a free Get Hired workshop. It's the second and fourth Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock.
And again, Pinedale Christian Church.
Yeah, it's on Peters Creek in Winston-Salem. And we're going to start holding weekly Saturday morning free talks at my office in Clemens. Go to woodengroup.com. You can get information about location and times and that sort of thing.
Just call us. Coming in.
Appreciate it.
Get your questions answered. Need to contact Randy 793-8040 or visit his website as he